Good afternoon, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bubba here on Sunday, December 15th. 10 days to go to Bahambug. Ain't that fun? Anyway, wanted to do a special video today. Uh, Kind of like a Paul Harvey. So I hope Mr. Paul Jr. likes this. So here's your favorite alien and Bubba sitting in for Paul Harvey today. Wanted to comment the following. Isn't it time that we got ourselves and our federal people that we sent to Washington, D.C. or state government in line? Uh, People have been swirling accusations, innuendos, and whatever you want all over the place, and they call it free speech. They don't know how much damage they cause the opposition. Whether it's meant to cause damage or political. Most of the time it's meant to cause damage and political. And I'll give you examples in a moment. But if Mr. Paul Harvey were still alive, he would be commenting about your absolute rights. Couldn't you rather take those 10 Bill of Rights and put them in as 10 guarantees? There's a difference. Absolute right is absolute, and that's causing a lot of problems. Look at your Second Amendment and your First Amendment. A lot of people are getting killed by those. And you know what I mean. You do accusations, and you do this and you do that, and the system doesn't follow through, or whatever the reason is, you're going to have people with angry, and they got to start shooting, or for whatever reason, they think that you owe them, or they didn't pay you back, or whatever, and they kill you. And all that's due for the First and the Second Amendments. And I'm not anti-First and Second. I'm just saying that you should have guarantees instead of absolute rights. Speaking as your favorite alien, that is my opinion on that. And like I said, it's my opinion. You guys can say go stick it, which most of you always do, and then you come back with other mass shootings. You still got one next year that's going to be 250 some people. That's because the history tells me it is. What are you going to do about that? Nothing. You didn't do anything about it when it happened in 2020. So, hey, this is your favorite alien just speaking out loud. But back to the accusations. You got to do something about yourselves and your public officials. If you go to the police department and accuse somebody of, say, rape, and the police doesn't do anything, it's on them. But you better have backup and proof that actually happened, whether they believe you or not, so you can make that accusation. Same thing with your public officials. If you make an accusation like the House Speaker said about bribery, okay, and then you don't follow through with a articles of impeachment, that's a serious charge to make to the American public. And then you come up with these stupid 2 articles of impeachment that doesn't even bear any fruit, and you're saying bribery here? Come on, House Speaker, you know the facts. You are speaking, when you say bribery, you're not speaking as Nancy Pelosi, you're speaking as the House Speaker. Same with Adam Schiff. You're speaking as Congressman Schiff, not Adam Schiff. Or McConnell. Or Donald J. Trump with his tweets and defamations that he makes all over the place. Lock this guy up. Oh, this is just a uninformed person, or whatever you say, President Trump. That should not be allowed. The Supreme Court should have constitutionality of this and say, hold on a second, this has gone way too far as the First and the Second Amendments. It's about time you put limits. You're trying to put term limits on everybody, aren't you? So why don't you put limits on your speech, limits on what you can do that harms other people? There's been accusations of other people that have come out to be false. especially in the civilian courts in states where girls have accused guys of rape and then found out that they have falsified it, and those guys get penalized for the rest of their lives. And vice versa, where girls have accused guys of rape, and you guys have put it under the rug because the guy has money, like Michael Skako and other indignitaries like that, because their sons, hey, we can get away with this. We have money. You see what I mean? It's an uneven system. But to have your public officials, whether state or federal, to actually lash accusations like the president does all the time on his tweets and nobody says a thing, nobody goes to the Supreme Court and say, hey, you got to rule on these new fangled technology things that are coming out. We had to do that where I come from. And we set up guarantees instead of absolute rights because the absolute rights killed our ancestors. And it's killing you. Whether you do that or not, that's your business. Anyway, this is your favorite alien and Bubba pointing out the situation there. Good day. Sitting in for Paul Harvey. Good day.